Hey, consider this your invitation to the inaugural Mountain Craft Film Festival. Films, movies, motion pictures, whatever you call them, they're coming to Clarksburg, West Virginia this coming September 29th and 30th. 4 feature-length films by local filmmakers, as well as countless short films from Appalachia for Appalachia. Not to mention food trucks, artisanal vendors, networking opportunities, an immersive virtual reality experience, and much, much more. All under the roof of the beautiful historic Robinson Grand Performing Arts Center. Purchase passes now at mtncraft.com/film festival. Sign up for our newsletter to stay up to date with festival news. And don't miss out on a single story these voices have to tell. Sorry.
Well, I'm JR.
And I'm Stacy.
And this is Sparrows Under Review. We do a bunch of different shows, so sometimes I gotta be careful because we could be doing West Virginia and Commonplace. We never do West Virginia and Commonplace Presents a Collection because that doesn't need a new show.
Right, so that's all you.
So we're here, and this is an interesting one here. We went through a weird period of time that we haven't documented at all, and it's been through what's called the writer's strike, more than just the writers-actors strike. So we missed out on a lot of shows. We're missing out on a whole cycle of shows that we should be having right now. So we were lucky to be taken care of by Hulu. Mm-hmm. Hulu released Futurama. And this is the 3rd time for Futurama to come back. Or maybe the 4th time. I mean, Futurama is the only show I've ever seen that can get canceled and just come back 10 years later. 13 years later. Like, it's been something that's just been getting beat up for so long that
right.
It makes you wonder why they keep bringing it back.
Well, I mean, sometimes you need a break. You need an end to some things. But then, you go through life and there's different stuff that comes up. Maybe you're all out of ideas and this new person has come to you and said, hey, this would be a really good idea. But at the same time, I'm just like, I was enjoying Futurama until, I want to say, the last 3 episodes of this newest whatever they put out. I thought it was weird. I didn't enjoy it as much. And I'm just like, it was overkill. Like, you shouldn't have released these last 3 episodes, in my opinion.
Right, because they started doing all this experimental stuff.
Yeah.
And
And somebody else out there might enjoy that, and that's fine. Everybody is able to have their own opinion. And I'm not going to judge you just because you liked it. And I hope you don't judge me just because I didn't like it. But, we're all different. So we're going to enjoy different things. We're going to like similar things. But nobody's exactly alike. So I just want to throw that out there. This is all our opinion. And we are not wanting to force opinions on you or anything like that as well. I haven't said that for a while. So I wanted to throw that in there.
Yeah, so here's my thought. I'm wrapped around watching TV on different things. So I'm over on Netflix. Netflix has their version of Futurama called Disenchantment. And it's ending too. So to me, yeah, I was kind of like Matt Groening, which is the guy that's the creator of The Simpsons. Mm-hmm. Hopefully I didn't chop his last name up. It almost seemed like it was a cash cow. He just went to Hulu and was like, look, man, I got this one last time. Let's throw this out here. I just got the rights back from Comedy Central. So let's do Futurama again.
Right.
So then, tied into that also, Looney Tunes, Tiny Toons came back out. So it was a bunch of revival of these animated shows because we didn't have a lot of scripted shows, at this period of time that we've gone through.
Right. It's like giving us older people a blast from the past, kind of.
Yeah, nostalgia.
And it's like, I enjoy it, but like I said, definitely the last 2 episodes. But the last 3 episodes were kind of like, you should have stopped. That's not for me. So I will rewatch them again to make sure that's how I completely feel. And this is just us watching it one time through.
Yeah.
And, all of the other seasons, I can sit there and watch them on repeat.
Right.
Kind of like Grey's Anatomy. It's something that I can pick up that I know I'm going to enjoy. Grey's Anatomy, The Simpsons, Futurama. I can watch those all the time. It don't matter if I've seen it 1 time or 10 times. I'm still going to laugh. But the last 3, I'm just kind of like,
Yeah. So overall, as a rating, I'm not going to call it trash ass or dumpster juice, but I'm going to just say that the very beginning of this was very exciting. And those last 3 episodes were so underwhelming that it didn't take me away from it. But if I knew that I had an option to watch it over Solar Opposite, I would watch Solar Opposite over it.
See, Solar Opposites was getting bad there towards the end too. And it's like, I don't know what it is. Maybe Solar Opposites killed me because they changed the dude's voice. It threw me. And after they changed the voice actor, I'm just like, something's not right here.
Yeah, that British accent, I don't know if it caught on. But what was weird is that their side story, their little people inside the house, have a more compelling story than the actual family.
I need them to put that in a miniseries.
Right.
Like, split it apart and put it in a miniseries. But now they got a third miniseries going on within the show.
Yeah, that Silverhawk type thing I was telling you about.
And I feel like y'all have to create miniseries just to make your initial series go longer.
Right.
Like, are you running out of ideas? Is it because of the strike that's going on? You know, we're not judging you and putting you down if you're choosing to do this over and supporting the strike. Good for you, you know?
Yeah.
That's okay. It's just us understanding it because, you know, we don't pay a whole lot of attention to the politics around it, yeah.
Yeah, and the one thing I want to add in here real quick, if you don't mind, is this, like, it has been really rough. Because I've had to go back in and watch shows. Like, I'm not like you. Like, you have sitcoms that you can just go to. Mm-hmm. Once I'm done with a show, I'm usually done with it. So I've had to go back and I've jumped on the Tubi channel. Right. Tubi has become my thing for watching certain animation. But to tie everything back into this, overall, the reboot of Futurama was fine. Do I feel that if we had more time... Because it was probably already taken care of before the strike anyway. That's what I'm assuming.
Yeah. We don't know.
We don't know.
So don't quote us on any of that.
Yes, I don't know about that. But with the strike happening or whatever, it forced production either up on it or less. Either up or less. And we'll go with either one of those. Right. So we know somewhere that we lost some type of production somewhere. So with knowing that, I can sit back and say I can take those 3 episodes with a grain of salt because a rumor that was going around was that this stuff was done with artificial intelligence.
Okay. And that is not... a statement of fact from us. That is a statement of hearsay.
Hearsay, yes.
We are not confirming that it was AI, and we're not saying that it wasn't. We are just stating that is what you have heard.
Right. That's what I heard. And then when you pay attention to production value...
Yeah, it would make sense that it would be, because this last episode, I'm sorry, it was awful.
God awful.
Like, it was... sorry about that stutter there. It was horrible.
Yeah, I'm not, like, it's like I'm not gonna bash Futurama because it's one of my jams.
Right.
But I'm not gonna like tell someone to just run out and go watch this. This is not that type of reboot.
Right. I mean, I would recommend if you're a Futurama fan, you definitely have to watch it if you haven't already.
Right, because it's only 13 episodes, 14 episodes deep, maybe 12, 10, 12.
Was it 10? I think 10 for the first part, and 10 is TBD.
Yeah, because it's supposed to be like a 20 episodes set. Yeah, sorry about that. I started yawning halfway. But other than that, I will say, so we'll go episode 1 through 10 or 1 through 7. Great. After 7, I can't tell you what to do.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, it was never, the whole thing was never as good as what it used to be. But, you know, you get so many episodes in and it's hard to meet those standards of other people. And it's like, you're going to have episodes you don't enjoy. And then you're going to have episodes that you love. So it's all just a matter of opinion.
Okay, and I can definitely go with that. So on that note, I'm going to do it like this. This will be something that I'm going to have to go back and watch again.
Right, I agree.
To review it, it's a hard thing. I want to say if you're into Futurama, this is where to start. But if you are new to Futurama, do not watch the start. And I'll start at the beginning because there's nothing.
Or, I mean, I'm going to counter that. If you've never watched Futurama, I would say go ahead and watch this new one first. But then you need to start from the beginning and see how it used to be. And you're going to understand why we say what we said and why we have the opinions that we have.
Right. This weird thing, I like to say that the Comedy Central version, where we got the Benders movies from,
Yeah.
and stuff like that, I want to say Comedy Central did the best job with it.
Okay.
You know,
and of course, me, I don't ever pay attention to who does what. I just watch it.
I think because Comedy Central had comedy writers, so
Yeah.
why would they not?
Right.
You know, that's a given there. And nothing on Hulu or nothing, but Hulu's got a lot of things going on, just like Netflix.
Right.
So
I think all of the streaming services have a lot going on. And it's like, I feel like they're trying to do a lot of original things because they can. With all of the strikes and everything going on, it's hard for individualized companies, I think. Is that how I want to say it? To do production and stuff like this. Because even if it is just like, how do I say this? Because from my understanding, it's not the actors, the main actors that are on strike. It's like supporting cast that are being whatever, right? Is that
from what I gather, it's everybody.
Oh, okay. Well, because like I thought I understood it. It was like you're supporting people, your production, your writers, your maybe even your supporting cast. It's just the main actors are supporting everybody with it, is what I understood. And please correct us if we're wrong, because we're, I don't want to dig on the internet all day to learn about it, but...
Right, and it's one of those things that I've seen across LinkedIn, because, that's where that's my Facebook. I see the business professionals that are, like, real, like, actors and stuff standing around with people, and I'm like... I don't want to politics into it because of where I don't understand the industry. It's one of those things that even though I'm the cinema guy, I will not touch that with a 10-foot pole because it's like talking about regular politics. It's going to unearth something and somebody's going to be like, oh, no.
And that's why, that's why I made sure we state, these are our opinions and our understandings. And we're all right with somebody saying, hey, this is what's going on. Don't bash us like, hey, you're a stupid mother effer. And you got all of this wrong, don't approach us like that. Just be like, this is what's happening. And I'm more than happy to listen.
Yeah. Here's always open for education.
I would love to understand and comprehend what's going on.
Right. Cause I do want to know.
Yeah. I want to know, but there's a lot of information and misinformation on the internet.
Yes.
So it is easy to interpret it incorrectly. Like from my viewpoint, I follow a lot of the Grey's Anatomy actors and actresses on Instagram. And that's where I see some of my stuff and how I interpret it is they are supporting those that are on strike.
Yes.
So that's where I get how I perceive it.
Okay. And me, I see all sides of it because I see the people that are the big streaming companies, and then I see the people that are actually striking.
Right.
And I've looked at the different things, and then, like you said, it's just so much to weigh in on.
It is.
That's another topic for another whole show we could do one day.
Right. But it all leads back to the same thing, Is this what's causing Futurama not to be as good?
Right.
Or is it AI generated and that's why it wasn't as good?
Right. And see, that's what I want to know.
Right. Because I would love to know if AI wrote those last 3 episodes compared to a human person. Or if maybe AI wrote the whole series. I don't know.
And the last one's just bad.
The last whole season, yeah. And maybe it just ran out of ideas for the last 3 episodes. But we want to thank you for listening. Feel free to leave us a comment on anything. We have Spotify open for comments, suggestions. What do you think of this thing? I haven't been doing the polls lately, so it's whatever. Sometimes if I feel real passionate about something, I'll throw the poll up there on Spotify. But other than that, it's just usually up to likes, shares, comments in your own words.
Yes, and we'll definitely follow us over on Instagram. We have a Instagram specific to this show.
Yes.
So definitely any of our listeners, please go over there. We will interact with you over there. That's one thing that I love to do. Wherever we can meet our community, that's the biggest part of what we want to do and keep doing for you all.
And let us know if there's anything specific you want to hear us talk about. I think next up we're going to do a couple different things. I need to work on a few outside of the movie topics because, you know, it's easy to just sit there and watch a movie and talk about it. So I don't want to be a movie specific podcast.
Right.
So we've got to throw some other things in here for you guys.
And hopefully one of my ideas makes it across the press. I want to do something that ties into Thanksgiving.
Okay.
Like, you know, food and stuff. Mm-hmm. And one thing we will not talk about are the raisins. Because there are no raisins in any of our potato salad.
We're going to have to save that for a different topic because you're going to get me started. Thank you guys. Have a great day.
It can be hard to teach your kids about how their emotions can affect their actions and attitudes. Sometimes it is the smallest thing that can make us angry and react in unkind ways. What Should Dragon Do follows Dragon and her 2 roommates as they navigate the everyday irritations of living together. Dragon responds in anger when things don't always go her way. Through question and answer, kids learn how to choose patience and kindness and how to make better choices. Written by Stephanie Webb with beautiful and colorful illustrations by Kids Art, What Should Dragon Do will make you laugh as you read about Dragon and her adventures with her friends. What Should Dragon Do can be ordered online through Amazon, Barnes & Noble, and Chapters Indigo, or directly from the publisher at friesenpress.com. It is also available as an audiobook on Audible.